Hello, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Healing. And today we are going to continue with the card reading for the love life for the upcoming month of November for the sun sign of Libra. So, if you happen to be Librans, then this video is for you. If you know a friend, somebody in the family who you can share this with, then this video is for them. So, we are going to draw out 4 cards today, one for each week for the upcoming month of November. And all you need to do is hold an intention in your heart with regards to what kind of love life you want to manifest. If you're single, you need to hold that intention. If you're looking for somebody, then hold that intention. If you already are in a relationship with somebody, keep them in your mind and ask for whatever guidance in general for your love life you want, and that guidance is going to come to you. So without further delay, let's move ahead. Uh, Here is the upcoming month of November 2022 love life with the sun sign of Libra. So hold the intention, Librans, while I draw out the cards, one for each week of November 2022. Okay, November 2022, sun sign of Libra. Let's keep going. Okay, all right, 2 more to go. Sun sign of Libra 2022. Messages for your love life, and that one came flying out, which usually means that it's a message that really wants to be heard. Okay, so let's do this. Move the cards closer. And all right. Okay, so before we move ahead, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so it seems that you've gone through maybe a recent breakup or some sort of fight or conflict in the recent past. Librans, it seems to have been quite a heavy time for you in the recent past, or currently you're going through it, because this is November first week, so country on, so you're going through that. And yeah, just what this card also symbolizes is that you have, okay, fine, yes, there's been a breakup, there may have been heartbreak, but you also have stood up for what you really believed in. You have let go of something that wasn't feeling right for you, and because of that, although you were or are in this situation right now, you're rising and you're going to be as strong as, your soul is going to be the stronger version of you. So there has been sadness, there has been isolation, you felt like this. Sometimes you can feel like this even while you're in a relationship if a breakup hasn't happened. And in that case, you're being guided to stand up for yourself. Take a stand for yourself, and you will come out even stronger. There's no need to agree with things that you don't feel ready for, that don't resonate for you psychologically, mentally, physically. If something feels off to you, do not have to accept that. And I always say that we don't have to be parents and therapists for our partners. They should be our partners. Yes, from time to time, of course, we take care of them if they're sick. We should always be a good listener. And yes, in those moments, the counseling side or the parental side can come out. But other than that, we should be equals, and we should be giving and receiving should more or less always be balanced. Of course, some days will be heavier for one person, another for another person, and that goes on. But broadly speaking, if any one person in the relationships keeps giving, and the other person keeps receiving, it gets very heavy and dense, and there can be sadness and isolation even within a very active sort of relationship. So what you need to do right now is to remember that you will come out stronger, but you need to take a stand for what you really like, what you really believe in. And yes, you're feeling alone, not denying it, but if you've already taken that stand, then you're headed in the right direction. And just be brave. Reach out for support with your friends, other people who you can reach out for support to. But yes, right now, if you're feeling alone, it is just hang in there, and let's see what other messages there are. And because of the sadness and isolation, because you are by yourself, or thinking by yourself, even if you're in an active relationship, it feels all alone by yourself, you'll get a lot of clarity of belief, and that will be your answer. You'll know what to do, and clarity will come to you from the heart. This will not be a practical choice that, okay, this seems right, this is what the world and the society expects us to do, so let's do it. No, Librans, you are going to feel from your heart what to do, and you're going to go forward with that. So it'll let you know whether this relationship is worth investing in, And if it is, then what changes need to come about, because they do need to come about for everyone's best and highest good, especially yours, because there has been some sort of intense feeling of suffocation, of unhappiness that I sense here. And it's not something that has been very temporary. I feel it has been ongoing. It has been a long time issue. And you'll get a clarity of belief whether, because it's been a long time issue, will it get resolved or not. And if it doesn't get resolved, then you will have clarity of belief as to what to do about it next. If it can get resolved, then again, you'll have clarity and belief, clarity of belief as to how to go about it in the future. So, as you move forward and deal with that isolation and face your challenges, you'll get more and more clarity. So, the idea is to just be very, very honest with yourself, stand up for yourself. Do not compromise ethically where your heart doesn't. Ethically, for everybody, ethics means different. What I mean is, don't compromise where your heart doesn't allow you to compromise. And then you'll start getting clarity of belief. And see how organically this is flowing on, and you'll move on from the pain. That doesn't mean, sometimes people get very scared when this card comes up and they're like, oh my god, but we don't want to break up. Does that mean that? It could and it could not. It just means that either yes, it may indicate a breakup, and but please know that it's not going to happen without any thought. If at all a breakup is on the line, then it'll happen after a lot of clarity. Okay. And even then it's sad, but still at least you're taking it from a place of love, not hatred, not anger. You've thought about it very well, and then you're standing up for yourself. Or you move on from the issue itself. The issue gets resolved, and you move on. So either which way, you'll get very clear guidance as to whether that'll happen or not. By November, you'll know it either way. And whichever way it is, when this card comes up, as heavy as it might feel, as sad as one might feel, it is always an indication of the past being left behind, and one moving on despite all that past. Because see here, I pull this card up close, and if you see, there are gems over here, right? And the person's not even looking at them. The person's like, and the flowers, sorry, there are flowers over here. And the person's moving on, not gems. And so, but the person's not looking at them, but sometimes, and but moving towards them. Now, sometimes what that can mean is that, there's so much of sadness around you that you forget to look at the good things around in your life, because it can get so heavy. But when you move on from, when you take this strength to move on from something that's not working for you, you do create something great for yourself. And flowers always mean beauty, love, abundance, growth. So you will grow from this challenge, you will move on from this challenge. Either yes, the relationship may not be for your best and highest good, so you decide to move on, or the issue within the relationship will be dealt with, and you'll move on successfully. Once you do that, you're being asked to detach. Okay, so you might get very wrapped up in the feelings of sadness. This is a major arcana card, which means that it's not just talking of November, but a major life change in your life, a major stepping stone, a major timing in your life. And you're being asked to detach emotionally, mentally from this issue. Do whatever works for you. For me, sometimes TV works, or books work, reading work, going out in nature, whatever works for you, use that to detach from this situation. It has caused you enough pain already. Going on thinking about it and hypothetically thinking, what if, will bring you even more sadness and misery. So do not engage in the what if. If it was meant to work, it will work. If it is not meant to work, it will not work, unfortunately. But you need to then deal with that heaviness. And the way to deal with that heaviness is to not be engulfed by it. And as easy as it sounds to say, it's very hard to do. So you'll have to have a very strong support system by you, friends, other family. If that's not possible, you don't have them where you're maybe living in a place where they're not around you, then in that case you'll have to do things which help you detach. Like I said, TV, taking rest, going to the library, going for long walks, whatever it is, playing with your pet, whatever it is that you love doing. But you'll have to actively work on sorry, my throat's a little bad. But you'll have to actively work on detaching yourself from the current situation. Sorry, I have to have a sip of water. Really sorry about that. So, coming back to this, really sorry about that, guys. So you need to. It does seem to be a heavy month. Very honestly, wouldn't try to make you feel otherwise, as you can very honestly see. So I'm not going to try and make you feel all good about it. It is heavy, it is what it is, but there are steps here, there is guidance here, which you can use to your advantage, which you can use to feel better, right? So if you're feeling sad and isolated, it is for a purpose. It is so that you can get clarity and belief, because sometimes when we're alone, we can get all the answers. And when we're not, we can get too confused with other people's views as well. You'll get clarity of belief, you'll move on from the issue or from the pain or the relationship itself. And then when you do, it of course can be very painful, and you're being asked to detach, make your peace with it. So if you move on from the issue but stay in the relationship, detach then, because otherwise again it'll come back, right? So detach. If you moved on from the relationship itself, then also work on detaching yourself from that pain. So some you have to work on reducing the pain for yourself so that you can step out of that pain, out of that sadness, out of that isolation, because what you're standing up for is very true to you, and you're not supposed to bend down from that or move away from that. So stay true to yourself, stand up, be assertive, and move forward. So that is the message for you for the upcoming month of November. Again, very, very, very sorry, Librans and everyone else who's watching, for the bad throat. And yes, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel any of your friends are going through this right now. Uh, Please feel free to share with them. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask via the comments. And that's it for today. Have a good day, and I will be here again tomorrow with a different video. Lots of love. Bye for now.